NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Broncos under the lights on Sunday night.
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive, as we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They go play fake. Mahomes. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. They'll stick with Algier. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Watson now to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Elijah Cansey, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, some bad teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
bit.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 10.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
To throw is Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Ravens touchdown. John Mechie from 10 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devontae Wyatt. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Watson. That's complete to Dobbs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll begin here with a run with Charbonnet. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Algier will try to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Taken from just outside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Second down and 6 now.
At their 49-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Mahomes to throw once more. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's second down and 5. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. Third and 5. Now here's Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And Joseph Charlton on now to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. First and 10 as this new drive starts. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And a Raven first down.
On first down, Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Broncos.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got Pierce. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 9-yard line.
Watson. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the Broncos.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. He finds his target, Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Algier now up the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Algier going straight ahead. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Watson's throw caught by Pierce. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Now Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get that to Jahmyr Gibbs out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw. Fighting to stay upright. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
No shortage of impressive moments for him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
4-yard pickup on the play. And a Ravens 1st down.
From the gun, here's Watson. This will be complete to Mechie. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Holding offense.
Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this 1st half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 31-yard line.
Here's Watson. Got Dobbs over the middle. And they're going to have a 1st down and also well into field goal range, all the way down to the 15 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Watson's throw completed to Mechie. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's Watson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. He's got this to Algier. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pittman here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sanders' kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now 2nd and 3.
At the 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. A nice little juke. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
To throw is Watson. That's complete to Dobbs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
Now it's Watson. He gets this one to Mechie. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Watson. That one finds Pierce right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll run with Gibbs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Gibbs. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Antoine Winfield.
Mahomes going to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Watson. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26.
A gain of 22 yards. And the Ravens first
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. George Kittle, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one.
Here's a diving catch right side. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 47.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
The Ravens 44-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. Connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
Mahomes now to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. 7 yards there and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 23, here's a second and 5. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a first and 10 at the 11. On the give, it's Algier. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
Brings up second and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Ravens ready to take over.
And you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road with this lead in the playoffs. They've looked good a lot of times this year. This is probably as good as they've looked.
Well, it's been a textbook game for them because what you talk about as a visiting team is putting the pressure on the home team. And what puts more pressure on a home team than to be behind the entire game? Because the home crowd's there really for a coronation. They expect to win. And when you're behind, it takes the crowd out of the game, and then the crowd gets a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a little bit frustrated with the home team, and that gives you an extra advantage. So they've done it perfectly. Big lead, put everything back on the home team, and they're capitalizing on it.
Right now, that crowd, silent.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 42. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
Now here's Mahomes.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And again, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Vita Vea, his 2nd sack of the night.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to the 41.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Gibbs straight ahead.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Watson.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Ravens.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
72 yards on the ground for him now, as he's done that on 15 carries.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Alec Pierce.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw once more.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Allen's got it, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.